Welcome to Zoe's Treasures, where the vibe is vintage. Buckle up.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy, and as always, I'm here with my husband, Noel. He's behind the scenes running our cameras. Good morning, Melissa and Sam, Shop JBS Closet, and Sarah. Hope you guys are having a great Monday morning. It is early on Monday. Anyways, Monday morning, random polls. The bin is full. And then as far as auction items go, it's all random polls this morning, nothing over $5 starts. And we're just going to jump right into it. We do have a couple of our sticker giveaways we'll do in a little bit here. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. Hold on here. I got to mod my husband. I always forget to mod my husband. He's giving me that look. All right, there we go. All right, let's see. What do we have here? Let's start with a classic tray here, our platter. I always have platters. This one is beautiful. No chips or cracks. Love the coloring on it. These are so great to put around the house, put candles on it. This one has crazing, gorgeous crazing. A little bit of staining on there. Cannot tell who makes it. There is a maker's mark on the back. A little bit of paint wear around the gold on the edges, but they are so beautiful to use for so many uses in the home. And let's do, they're great in the bathroom. I love them for candles. That's my favorite. And that is up and running. Let's do like that so you can see it. Gary Vintage. My husband is telling me he caught your show the other day and that it was really good. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, up next, we'll go this way since my husband's not paying attention over there. Cameraman, do your job. All right, check this out. How adorable is this? I just think this is so fancy and so pretty. So you've got this little bowl with this metal, not real gold, but gold colored all the way around it. And then you've got the beautiful porcelain bowl on the inside. How just fancy and cute is that? And I love the flowers that are on the inside there. We're going to go ahead and get this one started at $4. And that is up and running. I'm going to hold it like this so you can see those pretty flowers. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love the gold colored metal all the way around the edges. I don't know the exact use for it besides looking pretty, but I'm sure it could be any sort of a trinket tray. All right, this one, I'm not too sure how vintage it is, but it was adorable. I found this at, came with some auction stuff. I have a few owl things today. It came with a group of auction things, but isn't it just so cute? It is probably a tad bit newer, at least 10 to 15 years, because at once there was a UPC tag on it. I'm pretty sure it's made out of a resin. But if you like owls, that is stinking cute. Let's see here. We're going to go $3 on that. And that is up and going. Turn it this way. Oh, mama and the baby. And thanks for looking at that one. All right, so the next one I have is a little mini. And look at this owl. Isn't it cute? And this is the one that hangs on something. It doesn't come with this, but I got to show you how it hangs. So if you have a little pot or something, look at how cute that is. Just hanging over the edge there. So we're going to run this. It's not going to stay up without something to hold. Hang on. So I'm just going to run it like this. This is going for just $1. Up and going. Good morning, Shay Shay. If you are just joining, welcome to Zoe's Treasures. Today is Random Monday, and just like it says, everything is random. I don't list anything, and we have a whole mix from glass to pottery to china, just a little bit of everything. And nothing is over $5, so we start everything at $1 to $5. So this one here, does anybody like Polish pottery? It is so hard to come by and find it at a decent price. So this is Polish pottery. It is a coffee mug. You have your blue and white, which is just classic, with just a little touch of orange going on in there. It is in perfect shape, not even no spoon marks or anything. And it does say, I don't know if that's going to focus in very good, but it is Polish pottery. And that is up and going. Gorgeous piece of Polish pottery there. I was just finished up looking at an auction this weekend, and there is a huge lot of Polish pottery, and I got outbid so quick. I can only go so high and still be able to sell it. And oh, it was gorgeous. It was a large lot of Polish pottery, but I just couldn't get it. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, let's go to something a little bit different here. Look how adorable this is. So when I first saw this, I thought it was like one of those like 60s, like little coin purses, because it looks like one, right? But you open it up and it's actually, I don't want this to fall out, a little sewing kit. How adorable is that? And it looks like most of the pieces are still there. I don't know if anybody ever used this, but it's one of those old-fashioned little sewing kits. We're gonna go ahead and get that started here. If you see these tags, those are my inventory tags. Those will all come off, hopefully before I send it to you. I gotta be honest, I've sent a couple things out and forget to take my little tag off. All right, let's see. Whatnot doesn't like me trying to start that item. Let's try it again. There we go, up and running. Good morning, Taco Cat Lady. The Back Road Treasures, Shades of Brown. Welcome in. All right, let's go ahead and start one of our giveaways really quick here. I'll show you what it is. All right, so we have today for a giveaway, we're doing our original one-of-a-kind My Vibe is Vintage Zoe's Treasures stickers. You can only get these by winning them. I do not sell them. And then a vintage inspired postcard. And then with this, I have miscellaneous ephemera, just whatever I happen to have in stock. So you get a little ephemera pack with it. That is up and running. And I'm picking up this week, probably not in time for this giveaway, but by the end of the week, I'm picking up some really cool ephemera. I'm super excited about it. All right, let's do something a little bit different. Look at these. These are so collectible. A little bit big for your printer's tray, but maybe sitting on top of it. This is cast iron and it is hand painted. So it's like a little cast iron Dutch oven piece of decor. And it is in perfect shape and it is just so pretty, the hand painting on there. I've had these types of pieces before. And they're always pretty popular when they do show up. Thanks for looking at that. I have a little piece of brass here. So it's like a little brass goblet. This definitely would fit on one of your printer trays if you do that. Look at that. It has a lot of patina on there. Has this kind of really cool design. I don't know, can't quite make out what it is, but it's a really cool little brass goblet. We're gonna start it for just $1. You probably could even use it as an egg cup. That's probably what it is an egg cup. I just look at it as a mini and I'm like, oh, something for the printer tray. If you guys are into the printer's trays, I was in Strega Designs. It's Strega_Designs_LTD stream this past weekend. I think it was yesterday. And she has the huge printer trays and all kinds of Wades and all the littles. Like, you can just have an instant collection if you go check her out. All right, we have 2 of these little plates, little like trinket tray plates. You can put appetizers, use them around the house. I loved them because I like anything with birds. And so these they're matching, but the birds are a little bit different there. So they look so good, even like right next to each other, or just individually if you want to spread them out. We're going to do both of those together. Let's turn it like this so you can actually see them. And they're up and going. $3 when you get both of those. No chips or cracks. These are made by 222 Fifth. I've heard of that company before. I think I've had different pieces from them at times before. They are pretty. I don't know why I'm drawn to birds. I had a bird once. I had a cockatoo. No, a cockatiel. Let me get it right. They're a different type of bird. And that thing lived longer than most of my children. I got it before my kids were born. And I think my oldest was 26 before that bird died. We had that thing forever. All right, we have a piece of milk glass here. One of your basic milk glass bud vases. You can never have enough milk glass. It's so popular, and it's absolutely coming back as like the trend, one of the trendiest items right now. We're gonna run that for $1. And I know I don't have measurements. Thank you so much for your bid. That is 6 inches. 6 inches tall. And Taco Cat Lady, thank you so much. That's heading your way. I have another one just like it, a matching one. Here it is. So we'll go ahead and run this one for $1 too. No chips or cracks. 6-inch tall milk glass bud vase. And let's actually, I want to drop the time down a little bit. We're going to go down to 15 seconds. And that is running now. Thank you for your bid. I feel off my game this morning. I missed the show last week. And Brady's Girl, all right, 2 winners at one time. Taco Cat Lady, this is coming to you.
Congratulations.
And Brady's Girl, congratulations, you are our giveaway winner. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming into the show. That's most important. And number 2, you're going to get a original My Vibe is Vintage sticker, postcard, and some ephemera heading your way. We have a couple other pieces of milk glass. We might as well just stick with it while we are on the milk glass. I love this one. It is a single candlestick holder, but of course it's milk glass. You can mix it in with all your other milk glass decor. And it has that diamond point cut to it, which is one of my favorite types of cuts. No chips or cracks. And that is going for just $1. If you are just joining, this is Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy. This is Random Monday Morning. Everything is random pulls. All starts $1 to $5. I do have a couple other scheduled shows throughout the week. And Taco Cat Lady, that's going to you. Where I do a little bit higher starts. Friday mornings, I do a chat show. If you are an experienced buyer, a new buyer, experienced seller, new seller, or a buyer, come see our chat shows. We talk all things buying, selling, and life. I do a show every Friday night, and that one varies. And then every Saturday, I do a themed show. All right, this is Fire King. So we have 2 Fire King saucers. They're a little bit scuffy. I think they can be cleaned up. I think it's sticker smudge on there. Oh, look at that. My alarm's going off. All right, so they're a little smudgy. You can kind of see them on there, but no chips or cracks. They are beautiful Fire King. The transferware, please. Do I have transferware here today? Are you talking about this one, the red up here? We can do that one next if that's what you're talking about. I'm not sure what other transferware you're talking about today. Let me know if this isn't it. Yes, absolutely. We'll run those soon. We'll do this and then we'll run that next. So 2 Fire King, they do say Fire King on the back. Milk glass plates. At one point they had gold around the rim. They do not any longer. Those are up and going. And then we will do this piece over here. Thanks for looking at that. All right, let's do this piece here. This is beautiful. I think this is like a vinegar holder. It looks really great. Look at that. Doesn't even look like there's any, not decay, that's such a terrible word, but you know what, where, like the corks eventually over time get wore out, but this is really clean. I don't think it's ever been used. This is Delft. This is Delft Red, made in Holland. So it does have that Delft, we can get that to focus, that Delft mark on the bottom. So it's the red and white Delft, not the blue and white. So a little bit more original. Not used. So pretty. No chips or cracks. Let me just give you a quick height on it. It is 9.5 inches tall. Good morning, the Vintage Daisy Shop. And that one is up and running. Beautiful piece. Thank you for your bid. And Brady's Girl, that is going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, what are we doing next here? We have really pretty glass vase here. Green, and I just love the swirl. And then you've got the little diamond cut print kind of swirling around this one. We're gonna run that one for $4, no chips or cracks. And that is going now. This one stands about 6 inches, I'm guessing. Yep, look at that. Actually was able to figure that one out. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, we have, it does not glow. No, none of the glass I have today glows. If it does, I'll make sure to show you guys. All right, we have a Tanala mug. Look at this one. Tanala is so popular. We actually, in December, my husband and I went and visited the city of Tanala. That's not where this one is from, but at that time we had brought back all kinds of cool Mexican pottery pieces. This is nice, good size. We'll hold a lot of coffee in there. Yes, I didn't show you this mug, did I? And there you go, the bottom, it does say Mexico. Perfect condition. It is not a Ken Edwards, I do not think. I do not see his signature. And that is up and running. Gorgeous Tanala mug. Thank you so much for your bid.
I'm serious. She hid that from me. That's a huge mug. That's awesome.
And Brady's Girl, that's going to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, stay tuned. Next time we go to Mexico, we're hoping to go back towards the end of the year. We like to go around Christmas time. And then we do a big Mexico show afterwards sometime in January.
Welcome to Bronze
hopefully
Level.
we'll get to go at Christmas this year again. All right, look at this cake server. Look how beautiful this is. It is all hand painted, gorgeous bird on there. It is a porcelain cake server, or pie server. We're gonna run this one. $5, up and going, no chips or cracks, just gorgeous. Let's see, there you go, now you can see it. Absolutely beautiful piece. I found this at auction and it was all by itself. And normally I don't buy single auction things. I like to buy lots of stuff. Brady's Girl, that's going to you. Thank you so much. But this one, I had to buy it even though it wasn't in a lot.
On its way to you.
All right. This is kind of a random piece. Do you have any mini creamer and sugar? Oh, I have sugar and creamers. Yes, I do. And I am so happy. My husband's shaking his head. Mini, oh, but you're talking like mini, like really tiny little ones? I don't think I have minis. No, not the, I have regular size sugar and creamers. If you want regular size, like normal size, let me know in the chat. But I don't have like mini size. All right, but we do have this. This is pretty cool. Oh, what is that on the bottom? Oh, there's a piece of string. I'll take that off. I did not even realize that was there. Well, why is that on there? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to put this one aside because I didn't realize there was that string there, and I don't want to sell that because I don't know what that is. Not until I fix it. Oh, okay, you can use them? Absolutely. I'll go grab you a few. Is there any, tell me, Miss Nina, is there any, like, in particular? I have glass, I have porcelain, specific colors. I have a huge collection. So kind of give me what's in your head, and I will see what I can find that matches that idea.
Miss Nina, you hit the jackpot.
All right, look at this adorable little thing. It is a porcelain trinket box. If you like cats, those are two little kittens on top there. Absolutely stinking cute. Mint condition, no chips or cracks. I'm trying to read the chat. The smaller the better, please. Okay, I'll go take a look in just a second. So you can see the top there. Inside, no chips or cracks. It is made in Taiwan. And that little trinket box is up and going. I'll go change this in a second. I only did 15 seconds. I'm gonna have to put it on a little bit longer so give me time to run and grab the sugar and creamer. Anything with birds? I do have some bird stuff here that I'll show you in 1 second. I don't have anything with insects, but I do have stuff with birds. And Brady's girl is going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, I have these little plates that have birds. These are really pretty. So they are two like little hors d'oeuvre plates. You can use them for trinket trays. Thank you so much, Miss Nina. You can put them next to a sink for rings or whatever. They are so cute. So they're the same but different. They match but have different birds on them. No chips or cracks. They're made by 2225th, which is a pretty common company for this type of product. Let me change the time to 30 seconds so I can see if I can get some of those sugar and creamers out. 30 seconds. All right, so those are up and running, and I will be right back.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Teco, cat lady. And Periwinkle Pixie, I hope I got that right. This is coming home to you.
On its way to you.
Periwinkle Pixie, going to you. Thank you so much. All right, I went and grabbed. Hold on, I got to number that, or else I'm going to get the orders mixed up, which I do not want to do. I went and grabbed two of the smallest sugars and creamers from my personal collection because I did tell my husband that I'm going to start to pare down. So I have ones like this, but I also have, if you're more interested in just like plain glass ones or like porcelain with the flowers, I have those too. These are adorable. They are from, the writing is so small, I cannot make it out.
She hid those for me too.
These are adorable. Now, I can't do 5 on these, but I will give you the best price that I can. So here is the creamer. No chips or cracks, just stinking cute. Here is your sugar bowl. Again, no chips or cracks. Here's the mark on the bottom. I know it's hard to see. Should I put on the other camera? Or I want to say Japan. Let's see if we do it this way, if we can actually see the mark on there. I want to say Japan, but I don't know. I just can't read it. I think it is, yeah, made in Japan. All right, so, and they do have kind of that lusterware finish to them. We're gonna go ahead and run these. I can do $10 on the set. And let's drop it down. Again, we don't need to go 30 seconds there, 15 seconds. That set is up and running. They are adorable. Thank you so much for your bid. And Brady's girl, those are going to you.
Thank you.
That is a good pickup. They are so cute. So really what it is, I have this, it's not an old like vintage china cabinet. It's a small china cabinet that I painted. I'm just not thrilled with it. I want to get rid of it, but it holds all my sugar and creamer collection. So I've got to pare down on my sugar and creamer collection if I'm going to get rid of that. All right, we have this one. This is a pottery sugar and creamer. Yellows with the flowers, so cute. There's crazing on it. Also made in Japan. So you have your sugar bowl. You get your lid there. The sugar bowl. This is just a little string. I'll cut it off. That's me being lazy when I get something from the antique store and I don't cut the string off. And then you've got your little creamer. Again, they have crazing all over them, but no chips or cracks. And we can run that one for $10 too. And that is up and running. Thank you for looking at that one. All right, we have some amber glass. There was a pretty pattern on that, Cynthia, wasn't it? All right, so we have some amber glass here. I hope either somebody in the chat now or in my future shows love amber glass, because when I say I just bought at the auction some amber glass, it is like, it's a big cart about this tall and there's like 5 trays full of amber glass. I've got to go pick it up this week. But we have this piece here right now. And it looks like there's a chip here, like there's a little indentation, but it's nice and smooth. So I'm almost thinking that maybe it was made that way because there's no roughness or no sharpness to that at all. But we do have a flea bite on this side. But it is a perfect little oval shaped amber glass dish for $1. Up and going. We are in Battle of the Best this month, and I did not have anything that I felt was Battle of the Best worthy. So, well, I did. I have a couple personal items. I just wasn't ready to part with them. So if you guys aren't familiar with Battle of the Best, once a month, when is it, honey? Can you look it up? I think it's on the 20-something. It's on a Saturday. Anyways, 50-something sellers. We each get 10 minutes. The owl, absolutely. I have a couple of owls, so we'll run all of them. We have 10 minutes, and you start an item that's something of value. Starts at $1. The goal is to have the highest priced item, like to get the highest amount of bids on your item, and then the winners are picked. They battle it off in December. So I've found some really cool stuff this month. I cannot wait for Battle of the Best. All right, we're going to run this owl. This is a little mama and baby owl. I think it's a resin piece. And it is up and going. It is adorable. Like I said, I think it's resin. At one point it had a UPC tag, so maybe 10 to 15 years, not super vintagey there. But it's cute. I got a few owls. We'll run all of those. Brady's girl, thank you so much. Heading your way.
Welcome to Silver Level.
All right, look at this. This is sexy owl. He's just laying there like, ooh la la, look at him. All of his hand on his hip. Little porcelain piece. Absolutely cute. That would fit on a printer's tray. And that's going for $1. Thank you so much for your bid. The graphics are actually, my husband creates all of those graphics and puts them into our show for us. Brady's girl, heading your way. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have this little owl. Thank you. This is like it hangs on the edge of a shelf or a pot like a plant, or if you just have somewhere to hang it around in the house, it is super cute. Little ceramic piece there. It does not stand on its own though. You have to hang it on something.
Good morning, Miss Michelle.
Any larger size plates with flowers or butterflies? None with butterflies, but I probably have some with flowers. Thanks for your bed. I'll go take a look in a second. Brady's girl heading your way. Thank you, thank you. I have one last owl, and I was hesitant about putting this one in. I think this used to be a magnet. It is definitely resin. It's like a old white barn owl. It doesn't stand on its own, but if you had a printer's tray, you can like lean it on the back, you know, like sit it in one of the little pockets and lean it. So we'll actually show it from the top. We're gonna run it for just $1 if you're interested in that. And that is up and going. I'm gonna do this for 20 seconds and see if I have any plates with flowers. Up and going.
Very true. Add a magnet. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's what it was originally.
And thank you for looking at that. She'll be right back. In the meantime, Miss Jewelry Jar Lady, couple of graphics for you. And she's on her way back.
All right, so I grabbed some plates of flowers. I actually showed some in my show last night. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. My husband's like giving me hand signals. I'm like, what are you talking about? All right, so I actually showed these in my show last night. They are so pretty. I think I have them in my bin. So let me see if I can pull them out of my bin real quick. But we have a set of 6. Probably like bread and butter saucer size, a little bit larger. Let me just see if they're in there. I do. Let's see. We'll pin them. So we have these ones, and I will run them. I'll actually start auction these a little bit cheaper than the $20. But we do have a set of 6. They're 7.5-inch diameter. So they're all from Bavaria, and they each have different flowers on them. They're all in great shape, except when we get to this one. The daisies has a flea bite somewhere on the rib. Not really a chip, but there is like a small little flea bite on there somewhere. Then we have, good morning. These look so great on a gallery wall, like all together, hung up together. Maybe this is the one with the flea bite. Yeah, this is one. There's a little right here. There's just like a little flea bite right there. Other than that, they're in great shape. So these are definitely true like plates with flowers. And last night I was running them for 15 for 6, so we'll do the same today. And they're up and going if that is something you may be interested in. Welcome in if you are just joining. This is Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy. It is Random Monday. We just have all kinds of random stuff that we auction. Unless there's a request, I'll go and run and try to grab something to show you from the bin. The bin is full. Everything usually starts between 1 and 5 unless it's a bin item. No belt buckles. I was thinking I used to have one, but I think I sold it. Not today. Thanks for asking though. Any more cats? Taco Cat Lady. I should have known that you would like cats. I should have known that. I do not have any more cats today. I'm thinking through like what I have in the back. No cats today. Just that one little piece. I do have Blue willow. Oh, yeah, I do have some. I think I have some blue willow. I'll go look. I know I do a blue and white show once a month, so I have a collection of blue and white back there. Let me go see if there's any blue willow. In the meantime, we're going to run this. This is a little teacup. This is from Italy, hand painted. No chips or cracks. You do see some paint marks on the back, but they're the same colors as the front. So I'm thinking that happened when it was made. No strawberries or cherries today. And then you have your little cup. It is so adorable. We're gonna run this for $1. And I'm gonna go see if I can grab some of that blue willow. All right, I'm not gonna do 20 seconds. I'm gonna do 15 and try to be really quick there. That is up and going. And I do have another one of those I'll run next too.
Thank you for your bid. She'll be right back with that blue and white. And Ms. Brady's girl, this is coming home to you.
On its way to you.
She'll be right back with the blue willow in the meantime, or with the blues. In the meantime, check out Ms. Brady's girl. That's what is coming home with you. Let me switch it. How about this look right here? There you go. How's everybody this morning? All right, she's back.
Right. I have two pieces. I think these are blue willow. We'll show them to you regardless. Brady's girl, this is going to you. Hold on here. Let me do one at a time. All right. Put a sticker on this one. I'm going to run the other one of these really quick before I forget, and then we'll get to the blue and white pieces. Here we go. So I do have one more. This one, is this the one that has a little, I thought there was one. It wasn't this one. I thought one had a little chippy, but I am not seeing it.
Thank you so much. Cheap deals all day. We strive to keep you guys entertained.
All right, so we're going to run this one. It is exactly the same. From Italy. I thought it had a chip, but I am not seeing it here at all or feeling it. So we're going to run that one for $1, and then we'll do the blue and white. Up and going. Is that in the way? That is in the way.
Thank you for your bids.
And S. Fletch, thank you so much. That's heading your way.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys very much for the bids and the participation today. All right, let's start with this one. This actually has a tag on it. Let's see. Has a UPC on it from somewhere. I have no clue.
Thank you.
All right, well, I'm going to leave it on there for now. All right, look at this piece. This is not, there was no lid, so it's not a teapot. It's like a large pitcher, or I wouldn't say creamer. It looks awfully big for a creamer. It is gorgeous. I'm trying to read what it says on the side. It says pitcher, 24 ounce. This may be like new old stock because that's like a UPC on there. And this is definitely not a brand new piece. On the bottom, it says England, Hanley, England, Swin something. Can't quite make it out. You do have that mark there on the bottom. A little bit of staining on the inside, but no chips or cracks. This one is stunning.
Thank you, Ms. Show, Lake Hampton.
That one is up for $10. Thank you guys. You're all so sweet. So this is up and running. Thank you very much for your bids. If you like blue and white, I grabbed the pieces. Brady's girl, that's going to you. Thank you. If you like blue and white, please take a look at my shows.
On its way
I
to
do
you.
blue and white. I have like four or five standard shows on Saturdays that I rotate through. Blue and white is one of them, so I do already have them like listed, the shows listed. When I went back there, I just grabbed the ones that I thought were blue willow. All right, so we have this piece. This is very old and it's stunning. Oh, I am so glad you like that. All All right, this is a soup turn. There is a call out. Let me tell you who makes this one first, if I can read it. I absolutely cannot read it. Pretty sure it's out of England. Oh, this is Spode. Oh, look at that, fancy. We have some Spode here. I didn't even know that. All right, so you have your soup turn. Look at the pattern on there. Absolutely stunning. Now, y'all forgive me because this was in storage and I haven't photographed it yet. I did not clean it up or anything. So it's straight the way I purchased it. Doesn't look like there's any chips or cracks on this piece. I'm going to show you the bottom there. The top there is a chip. So we're going to show you that. Let's see if I can find it with my fingers really quick. Oh, there it is right there. So there is a chip on the top. But look at that picture. Maybe I should turn it the right way. There you go. Look at that gorgeous blue on there. And then nothing on the inside. This is a stunning piece. And this one is going to go for $12, and it is up and running now. We're turning it this way so you can see it in all of its glory. Thank you so much for your bid. Brady's girl, that is heading your way. Thank you so much.
On its way to you.
I do have these little flower bowls. So these are adorable. Brady's girl, unlock the gold tier.
Welcome to gold level.
Y'all, if you are unlocking any tiers, this way, no, yes, this way. One of these ways, up or down, up there somewhere. Go click on the crown. We have some coupons, pretty decent coupons. You can use them in this show or save them for a later date. All right, look at these. These are so cute. I had a whole set of these and I've sold most of the pieces. There may be some in the bin. But I've got they're just adorable little yellow daisies. Making sure there's no chips or cracks. Small little dessert-sized bowls. No chips or cracks. You're going to get 2 of them. 2 for $3. No, did I miss that? Oh, that must be an old message. Do you guys ever notice how sometimes Whatnot deletes messages and backs up and all of a sudden it's one that you read 5 minutes ago? It always messes me up. Periwinkle Pixie, thank you so much. Those are coming to you. All right, let's take a look at these ones. And now I know I have a lot of these in the bin. It keeps repeating. That's what it caught me because I was reading anything cherry or strawberry. And I'm like, I know that was already asked.
Yesterday I had the hardest time. I would submit the comment and it'll duplicate it or triplicate it at some time. So it'll be just a strain of my same comment back to back.
Whatnot, Whatnot is Whatnotty. All right, look at how gorgeous these are. I probably have more of this pattern in the bin. I've been selling it off piece by piece, but these, I love the vibrant colors, the blues and the yellows and the oranges. So gorgeous on here. So they are stained and they're crazed. I'm going to do all 3 together. That one has no chips or cracks. This one has a ton of staining and a couple little chippies on there, but they are perfect for display pieces. This is Princess Anne Ostrich. No, Golden Dusk. Princess Anne Golden Dusk. So we do have, that's like a crack line, but it kind of goes through, but it very stained up. These are great for display. They are so pretty. Let's run all 3 pieces here. $5 for all 3 of those plates. The diameter on those are 9-inch diameter. Thank you so much for your bid. Is Southern Charm in here? Good morning, Southern Charm. I didn't see you sneak in. S. Fletch, that's going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
S. Fletch, if you like that pattern, I'm pretty sure there's more of that in the bin. All right, where are we
Welcome
now?
to bronze level.
I'm missing a comment. My husband, oh, gold? What did I miss, honey? Tell me what I missed. All right. Oh, good morning, Strega Designs. I was talking about you this morning. I was telling everybody about your printer trays and that they can go and get a collection at your show. All right, look at this. Usually I can't keep these baskets in stock. They usually go so fast for me. It is adorable. Duck, swan, not quite sure. Some type of bird. It is so cute. And look, it has a little Avon. This was Avon at one point. I had no clue Avon even made these baskets. It's in great shape. Wood beak, still has its little eyes. We might be able to get it going here. There it is. Up and going. Let's turn it this way so it's like actually facing you. Yeah, I can't quite tell the difference. It's a bird. Southern Charm, thank you so much. We have another platter here. So this one's really pretty. No chips or cracks, a tiny bit of staining, and there is some paint wear. This is made by Canonsburg Pottery Company. Really pretty platter, gorgeous flowers on the inside. Avon was like Walmart back in the day. I think I'm starting to realize that. I did not realize Avon sold as much as they did. All right, this platter is up and going. Let me give you a size on this one. It is 12 inches across, so 12 by 8.5. Thanks for looking at that. So in my show, what was it? Maybe a week ago, somebody asked if I had any Fiesta ware. And of course I didn't have it then, but I have it now. So we have this really pretty like maroon colored Fiesta ware butter dish. No chips or cracks. It does say that Fiesta on the back. I have the gravy boat that matches this in today's show. And then if it's popular, if you guys like it, I also have a teapot that I didn't bring out, but I could. And we're gonna go ahead and run that. So we have a perfect Fiesta ware butter dish going there. Thank you so much for your bid. And Southern Charm, that's heading your way.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and run the gravy boat that matches that. So we have the gravy boat, no chips or cracks, exact same color. It is the Fiesta ware. If I could get the light just right, it does say Fiesta ware on there. It's okay. And what I really like along the top here, it's like, has like, I don't know, like a design. It's just kind of neat. It's very understated. And that one is up and going. I like the gravy boats. What I like to do with the gravy boats is put stuff in it, like old bottles or like a doily or something. I think they're good to decorate up. Who is it? There is a seller who does vignettes inside gravy boats. I love them. I need to like learn how to do that. All right, we have like a little vanity tray here. It is a porcelain piece. It does not say any maker's mark on the back. It is unglazed on the back. It does need a little bit of cleaning up. This came straight out of storage, but I love the shape. It's super unique. With the little pinks on there, we're gonna run that for just $4. No chips or cracks, and that's, there we go. Now we can see it a little bit better. Thanks for your bid. Trying to get this underneath our camera. Brady's girl, let's go into you. Y'all, you would just be cracking up. I'm over here trying to sell, doing my best up here. My husband's just sitting like 3 feet away from me. Move it to the left, move it to the right. Like he's like he's guiding planes over here with his hands. All right, let's do, what are we gonna do? Let's do these. I was gonna do them separately, but let's just do them together because I think they would look really great next to each other or like on a printer's tray somewhere. So they're a little bit, it would have to be one of the taller spots on your printer's tray. It's like 4.5 inches tall, but they're little vases. They're so cute. It says 5 times, did you show the bottom? Oh my gosh, is it not like so distracting? Journey to Vintage, like he's talked to me. I'm like, you know what? I find it hard just to like speak, let alone him coming at me.
Southern Charm, don't fire me.
And then we have this one. So we have a set of like 2 little matching like vases here. Great for the printer's tray. Like I said, I was going to do them separate. Let's do them together for $3. They are up and going. Thanks so much for your bid.
Journey to Vintage. Southern Charm keeps firing me every show. And she fires her husband.
Hey, we got to keep y'all in line. Periwinkle Pixie, that's heading your way. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you, Cheap Steel, all day. Thank you for being in my corner.
y'all, I would have a problem. Like when my husband's not here, some of you have been in my shows when he's not here, and I'm like, look, I have my iPhone. I'm sorry. We don't have music. We don't have nothing fancy. It's my iPhone, which works just fine. You can run a show perfectly fine with that. But when you're used to having someone do things for you. Okay, this is Ironstone. So it's a little coffee set here. You get the cup and the saucer. It is a Red Cliff Ironstone. No chips or cracks. Really nice little design on there. And I love the like the scroll or the, I don't know what that's called. The look on the outside. So we're going to run that set for just $3. I have
Thank
two of these
you.
today. And that is up and going. Thank you so much for your bid. And Extending Grace Shop, that's going to you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Let
you.
me go ahead and run the other one, just in case you might want a matching pair or somebody else might want one. This is the exact same Red Cliff Ironstone with the exact same saucer. It is Red Cliff also. And that is up and going. Cheap Steel, there may not be a show without him at all. Here's the thing, when I first started, Extending Grace Shop, thank you so much, that's heading your way. I know, I'm a CPA. I know I'm not the most entertaining person. I don't put on costumes. I don't dance and sing. I don't do any of the fun stuff. So I need him. I really need him in my corner here to help me out.
Welcome to bronze level.
All right. While we are at this, I have one last Ironstone piece here. I do not have the saucer that matches this one. Or do I? I don't have the saucer. I have some other Ironstone saucers I'll sell, but this is just a coffee cup. This is Adams Ironstone out of England. So it is a coffee or tea cup, Adams Ironstone. We're just going to run that one singular. And look at the handle. That's what I love about this. When I get down to pieces like this, when I'm selling individual pieces, it's usually because I had a whole bunch of them and we're kind of down to the last couple ones. And I'm like, okay, we're going to throw them up for $1. I have some saucers like that today too, that we'll get to. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, I have a vase here. I think this is hand painted. It is so pretty. It's a little pottery piece, and it says the name Barbara on the bottom, so I'm thinking Barbara probably painted this. Very pretty pales, purple and greens on there. A little bud vase, nice and sweet, 5 inches tall. We're gonna run this one for $1. Up and going. Oh, people make candles and put them in the teacups. That's pretty cool.
That sounds like a great gift.
I tried making candles at one point, and I'm not very good at it. Southern Charm, thank you so much. I'm like messy in everything I do. Like, ask my husband. Like, and me and wax, it just got everywhere, and it wasn't a pretty sight. I need things that are less like permanent or hard to clean. All right, let's do this one. This is so pretty. Look at this piece of glass here. Now, I don't think this is super vintage glass. I think this is probably from the 80s or 90s. So we're hitting on vintage, just not like antique, like old. But it is so pretty. Gorgeous blue color here. You'd be scared you'd burn yourself. Yeah, I just did it. I credit to people who know how to do it. It's just not me. Look at how pretty that is. Look at just how the light shines through. Gorgeous cut of glass. No chips or cracks on this. Just a really pretty, kind of like a minty or teal green color. Blue, not green. All right, we're gonna run that for $5. I can click the button. That is up and going. The size on this, it's about 8.5 inches in diameter. Thanks for your bids. I just love the color on that one. I just think it's so delicate looking. Periwinkle Pixie, that is headed your way. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So if you guys are free on Friday morning, 7 a.m. on Friday morning, I do a chat show. We talk about all kinds of different things, but this week in particular, one of the topics we're going to talk about is packing. So how do we pack all the materials? I'm going to bring out everything that I use. Not that I'm an expert, but it's just one of those things. We talk a lot about shipping, and you hear a lot of shipping shows, but nobody really talks about like how do we pack? Where can you buy supplies? How much do these things cost? So stuff like that. So we're going to talk that, but we also, I try to, especially for breakables, yes, thank you, honey, for putting that in there. Usually our chat shows are led by the chat and we just kind of answer questions, but this week, thank you so much, Extending Gray Shop. We're going to talk a little bit about packing.
Thank you.
All right, so we have this really pretty green and white, I'd say it's a vase, it's not a bud vase. The gold around the rim has some paint wear on it, but there are no chips or cracks. I'm trying to see if I know who makes it. There's a symbol of an anchor on the bottom, but no name. It does in A Journey to Vintage. You've got it right there. It makes or breaks. We're going to run this for $3 because that's how like the final impression of how people remember you by, you know, like how they get their product. Thank you for your bid. This does stand about 4.5 inches tall. Oh, doesn't it? I'm with you. Show Layhampton. S. Fletch, thank you so much. This is heading your way. When something
Thank
breaks,
you.
Southern Charm, I've sent her stuff that's been broken before, not on purpose, obviously. Yeah, you do. You get it like in the pit of your stomach, and it's just like, awful feeling when you get that message. Now, as a seller, I want to know, like, tell me that it broke, and you know, the buyer's not responsible for how I feel, but yes, I feel terrible as a seller when something breaks. All right, I'm trying to see what we have or have not run yet. Let's do this little, I don't know if this is glass or crystal. Let's see if I can, I think this is a little glass piece. What, on the bottom? Grab it from the bottom. Yeah, I think, has a little ring to it. It may be glass, it may be crystal. We're not gonna sell it for a very large amount, so it is really pretty. I think this would be good to put like makeup brushes in if you just have a few of them. Let's do it for $1. It is a pretty little piece, stands 4 inches tall. Yes, and a few bad reviews will ruin you, but I also think replying quickly and message. Yes, the communication is key with something like that, absolutely. I'm sorry, you asked me if something was heavy. Oh, if this
Thank
was heavy,
you.
maybe is what we're trying to, this has some good weight to it. Extending Grace, this is heading your way, thank you. For an item that's smaller, it had some good weight to it. All right. Y'all, I didn't know if I was going to sell these. I even asked my husband if I should put these in the show. So this came in a lot. I bought a table lot of stuff at auction. I think these would be gorgeous. Now, if you like teal and pink, awesome. I think it'd be gorgeous to paint these white and then have your pink. So take all this bluish teal green color and make them white. So if you're a crafty person, these could be great candlesticks. Or you can use them, put like a piece of wood at the top and make some type of like a platform. But this is like a pink glass. Top and bottom are wood. Somebody's already upcycled them at one point. Oh, my husband said put fairy lights inside. There is felt on one. Oh, felt on both of them. And then the tops were like candle holders. We're gonna do the, there is a little split in the wood here. I don't know if that was how it was made and put together or if that is age. We're gonna do both of these for $3 together. I would do $1, but they will take a little bit of packing. Speaking of packing, they will take some packing. Thank you for your bid. Yeah, white would look great, wouldn't it? That's what I thought when I saw it. Brady's girl, let's go into you. And then in my head, I'm like, oh, I'll paint them white.
Thank you.
It's never going to happen. My best bet is to just sell them and let somebody else do it because they will just sit in the back of my storage room forever, waiting for me to actually paint them. All right, we have this piece here. This is another upcycle that somebody did. So it's probably a black, it is metal, but it's probably black at one point. Somebody put yellow on there. Now it's yellow chippy, which is cool. Chippy is cool. I love like all the little scrolly work in here though. I think it's really pretty. This too at one point was a candle holder, or is a candle holder. You can kind of see the bottom. There's a little bit of scraped off paint on the bottom side. A little chippiness going on there. We're gonna run this one for $3 also. This is nice and tall. Just under 15 inches. That is up and going. Thank you so much for your bid. Brady's girl, going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what's next here. We have one of these plates. Is this Nippon? Or oh, this is Noritake. All right, so we have a little Noritake plate here. Beautiful sunset sunrise. Noritake is famous for their sunset sunrise plates. And they're called sunset sunrise because nobody knows what it is. So no chips or cracks. Little two-handled plate. We're going to put it down right here. It is Noritake. And that's going for $2. That one's in good shape. Usually you find them, like the ones that I have found have like missing paint or scrapes on them or something. So this one's actually in really good shape. Thanks for looking at that one. So we have this one here. This is a collector plate. This is the Hans Christian Andersen plates. This is called the Snow Queen. Very pretty picture going on in there, trimmed in gold. No chips or cracks on that. This would be fun on a gallery wall. I'm going to start that for $1. About 7.5 inches in diameter. These things are really good on plates like this, make great gallery wall plates. Thanks for looking at that. All right, excuse me. All right, we have one other tiny little plate going on here. This is a pretty green glass one. This will look so good with something sitting on top of it. If you had one of those little mini cloches, that would look really cool. This is only a few inches, bigger than a butter pat, so not quite butter pat size. This is 4.5 inches. Thank you so much for your bid. Southern Charm, that is heading your way. Thank you. All right, we're going to go back and run some of this stuff again here. I did some of this at the very beginning, but I know people come and go. Before we do this, let me run our other giveaway here. Excuse me, I need to grab a cup of... I need a sip of coffee, but I do need another cup of coffee. All right, we're going to start another giveaway, maybe. This one is our My Vibe is Vintage sticker. You can only get them by winning them, or if I feeling great one day and I stick one in a package, and a vintage inspired postcard along with some other ephemera that I will put in to make a little ephemera package. So that giveaway is up and going. All right, look at this beauty. So this is a porcelain plate and it has the gorgeous flowers in there. And then the gold part is metal. It's not real gold, but it is gold colored. It just gives it a really, really fancy look to it. I like the flowers on the inside. So we're gonna go ahead and run that one. $3 up and going. Let's see if I can get a measurement on that. That's about 6-inch diameter. Thanks for looking at that one. We have, I don't think I ran this one earlier. This is a big old Mexican pottery bowl. So this is definitely vintage. I wouldn't quite go as far as antique. Vintage for sure. Mexican pottery. Look at the colors on there. It is so pretty. And then you've got the outside, got that green going all the way around. There are some little tiny pieces that are chippy, but nothing like majorly noticeable. It blends right in, particularly with the age of it. We're going to run that for just $5, and that is up and going. This would make a great fruit bowl. It is fully glazed, so it could be used. Thank you so much for your bid. It could be fully used for food and be able to get washed. Southern Charm, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have this little cast iron piece. These are adorable. Like, I've had different pieces in the cast iron, like these miniature cast iron pieces before. This one is hand painted. So you have little flowers on there. The lid is removable. Now, I think it might be a little bit good thing that's cast iron. Hey, you're not a seller on Whatnot until you have dropped something. It's like a rite of passage. I think it might be a little wide for a printer's tray, but it is still a cute display piece.
Absolutely,
Oh,
Southern
no,
Charm.
I'm fired. Okay.
Yes,
Honey,
she
you got
is.
some takeover. This
She
one's up
is
and running.
fired.
My husband could do the selling. He's done it once for me before. Thanks so much for looking at that. Here is a lone plate. You are not funny, honey. This is just a lonely old plate here, but I love the design on it. That's okay. I still like you, Southern Charm. This is a Noritake, and it is the Monica collection. This would look really good on a gallery wall. You also know where these go good. If you have a whole mismatch of plates, there's this big trend going around of like the boho design where you set your table with all the mismatched china. That's kind of cool. No chips or cracks. We're gonna run this one for $1. And this is a normal dinner size plate size, like 9.5, 10-inch size. Thank you so much for your bid. Carmen Day, thank you very much. And that is your first purchase.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to Zoe's Treasures. All right, so if anybody else had their first purchase today, welcome. I am trying, we use cameras and a TV screen so it doesn't show up for a first purchase. So I've started to put my phone down here, and I'm trying to remember to look at my phone so I can see when there's first purchases, but it's gonna take a little bit. I'm not in that habit. All right, we have a platter here. You know what, you just never have enough platters. They can be used for everything. This one is in great shape, no chips or cracks. There is some gorgeous crazing on here. Don't know where it was made. It says the princess on the back. I just love the antique look of this one with those little baby flowers on there. And that's going for just $3. This is a good size, 12 inches by 9.25. Thank you so much for your bid. Southern Charm, that is heading your way. And Ramona, you are our giveaway winner. Ramona, you get a Zoe's Treasures
Congratulations.
My Vibe is Vintage sticker, a vintage inspired postcard, and I'm going to also send you some ephemera with that one. Thank you so much. And congratulations, Southern Charm, on that pickup. All right, what else do we have? I've got a bunch of stuff here. Let's see. I think this is so cute, you guys. This is adorable. Look at this. It's like one of those little old-fashioned coin purses, but it's not a coin purse. It's a little sewing kit. It's a vintage sewing kit, and I don't know if it's ever even been used. The scissors have come out. We'll stick those in there. But it's adorable. We're gonna run that for just $2. Let me open it up so you can actually see the inside here. Look at that. How cute, like open this up and stick it in a vignette. That would be adorable. Thank you so much for your bid. Extending Grace, that is going to you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's do this piece of Polish pottery. Polish pottery is so hard to come by. And this one is so pretty. It has those little flowers. It is a blue and white piece. It is in really great shape. And it does say on the back, handmade something Poland. So it's definitely Polish pottery. I am always on the lookout for Polish pottery. And that is running now. We are getting close to last call, so if there's anything in the bin you want to see, let me know, or any other type of requests that I can go and see if I have that maybe I just don't have listed. All right. This is great for your printer's tray. This is a little brass goblet. It may be an egg cup at one point. Maybe that was the original use. But it is it's a good printer tray piece. We're going to run it for $1. And that's going now. All right, thanks for looking at that. Let's do this other platter. I like this one because I like the flowers in the middle. This is Canonsburg Pottery Company. It is I was about to say a porcelain piece. Yeah, I'm not going to say ceramic. I'm pretty sure this is porcelain. No chips or cracks. It does have some crazing, and there is some paint wear on the gold. There's a little bit of staining on there, but staining makes everything better. And that is up and running. This is another one that's probably like 12 by 9. Yeah, 12 by 8.5. Thank you for taking a look at that one. I'm just kind of working through these last few items that we have. I have a set of Fire King, like saucers here. And they have a little bit of, this one has a little bit of scuff marks on it, but there are no chips or cracks. They're in great shape. They're milk glass. At one point they were like had a gold trim around the outside, and that is pretty much wore off. But you get a set of 2 for $3. And that's up and going. Any clowns? No, I do not have clowns. Honestly, and I'm going to tell you why. Clowns and dolls like creep me out. It's not like I'm super afraid of them, but they just kind of like, so I can't. Thanks so much for looking at that. Not that they're bad, but I have 2 very creepy dolls that are in my Goodwill pile right now that I bought at auction, and I'm just like, they're going to Goodwill because I can't do it. All right, let's see, what else do we have here? I don't think I showed any of this stuff over here. This is a little iron. You love creepy dolls? I'll put them in your next package. I will send them to you. You already got some stuff today. I'll put them in the package. Weird vibes. Yeah, I'm just, but yeah, they're creepy. They're like, I want to say they're like Amish dolls, but I don't know. They have faces. Usually Amish dolls don't have faces. All right, this one it's Ironstone. It is Royal Blue by Enoch Wedgwood. Just a little tiny ironstone bowl here. And great to put stuff in. You can put a sponge or something in there, like next to your sink. We're going to run this one for $1. Up and going, pretty blue and white. Jody's Junk and Gems, thank you so much. That's going to you. All right, so I have
Thank you.
some mismatched ironstone saucers here. I was going to do them separate. Let's just throw them all together for the heck of it. We have this one. This is Johnson Brothers Ironstone. So it is like a teacup saucer and a really cool, that's probably octagon shape. So we have that one. And then we have this one. This is Independence Ironstone. No chip. This one has, no, that's a little stain. A couple of flea bites on that guy on the back. And then we have 2 of these are the Red Cliff. I had actual sets with cups, but now I am down to just these. So we have 2 of these. These are Red Cliff Ironstone. So all 4 various ironstone saucers. We're going to run all 4 of those together. And let's just do it for $4. That's $1 a piece. Up and going, so you kind of get a little mismatch. They're great for stacking. Thanks for your bid. And Jody's Junk and Gems, that's heading your way. Thank you. All right, you guys, I am down to the last few things. We're just going to run everything that I have left. That wasn't something I pulled
Welcome
out
to
of the bin
bronze level.
here. We're going to do it all for $1. I got a couple items I pulled out of the bin. We'll do those a little bit normal price, but we'll get there. We're going to run through these last few things. All right. Is anybody from Pennsylvania or know anybody from Pennsylvania or just want something cool for your gallery wall? Oh, Molly, I have egg platters. I have 1 or 2. I do. Let me get this running and I'll go grab one. I have a really cool one too. All right. This is Salem Church from Salem, Pennsylvania. This is not too far from me. Has a whole little history on there. No chips or cracks. These are cool for your gallery wall. They just give a little more interest. Okay, I'm gonna run this one for $1. Actually, you know what? Let's throw both of these together. This is another Pennsylvania location. This is purple and white, which is pretty cool. I love the purple and white. Let's see what this says. This is Dover, Pennsylvania, Evangelical something church. But it's really pretty. Let's run both of those together. We're going to do it $2 just because I do have to do some packing material with those. And I'm going to do them for 30 seconds to give me time to go find that egg platter. Actually, for some reason, I can't get it to 30. It's going 20. All right, those are up and going. So you get 2 of those plates.
And she'll be right back. Thank you for looking at that. Good morning, LTT Fritz. Good morning, Miss Dana. Nelson's Nostalgia. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. And she's back.
Thank you, guys. I'll be right there. Sorry, I'm just trying to grab these egg platters here. All right, so I have 2. One that I just picked up to sell and one from my personal collection. So obviously the one from my personal collection are going to be a little bit more money. But this one...
Good morning, Choco Dog.
Good morning, Choco Dog. Look at this egg platter. Is this not the coolest egg platter? I picked this up to put in my cottagecore show, but I will put it on today's show because I think it is so cool. This was made in China, but you know, who cares if it was made in China? It is absolutely stunning. No chips or cracks. Let me give you a 11.5-inch diameter. I will run that for $5. Up and going. Thank you so much for your bid.
And Miss Molly, just watch for the next one.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay. And Molly, this is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank
Make sure I
you.
get my numberings right here. All right, so this other egg platter, this one is going to be a tad bit higher priced. This is from my personal collection. I do collect amber glass, and I just picked this up. It is so unique. So one, it looks like an egg. Look at that. It's egg shaped, which is kind of cool. But this is like a pressed glass, and it's nice and heavy. That's a scratch. It's not a chip there, but it has a little scratch right there. It's gorgeous. If you like amber glass, this is gorgeous. I actually had this on a stand and displayed with my amber glass collection. Let's see. Tell you what, I'll even throw the stand in there with it because it's not like a special stand, but I had it sitting like this in my display, this little wood stand, and it's beautiful. So I can run this one for $20. It is nice and heavy, no chips or cracks, very unique. So you get the plate and the stand if that is one that you're interested in. Now we're going to do all of these. And this shape is really cool, isn't it? All right, my husband says that I charge too much for that. So we're gonna do it one more time and I will do it for 17, no obligation. But if you are interested, because my husband, oh, I'm 15, look at that. I thought I typed 7, nope, I typed 5, there you go. Because my husband says that, you know, sometimes my prices are too high. I think I'm reasonable, but you know, it is what it is. I appreciate you asking. Always, you guys, if it's not in my bin, but you're looking for something, let me know, because I have a whole storage area back there that, oh, you collect ceramic egg plates. I will remember that. Yeah, you know what I heard that they're using egg plates for now? Somebody told me, it might have been Southern Charm, maybe you told me this, that the people are putting, like the trend is to put your chocolate covered strawberries in them, which I think is pretty smart. I would never have thought of that. All right, we're gonna run some stuff for $1 here. We're just gonna go through what's left. So this is a really pretty porcelain bowl with the florals in there. And then of course you've got like the metal, it looks like gold. I'm not sad that did not sell. This one is, I'm gonna drop these down to 10 seconds, up and running. Oh, that's cool, a gallery wall. So this one's going now. I do have a lot of amber glass coming. If people like amber glass, Jody, that is heading your way. Thank you very much. I just got at auction a huge collection of amber glass. Let's see, what do we have? What's left over here that I am doing? Not a whole lot is left. We're not going to do that for that. We will do the Fire King.
Miss Julie,
Oh.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Julie, I got, hold on, let me look. Sorry, I was trying to read the chat and I don't have glasses on. It is a stand, probably taller than me, and it has like 5, it's one of those big rolling carts that auction houses use, and it's all full of amber glass, and I just want it. I've got to go pick it up. It's going to take the whole back of my truck. All right, 2 Fire King milk glass saucers, up and going for $1. 10 seconds, going now. And Carmen, that's heading your way. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pardon? Oh, I didn't see.
Welcome
I'm
to
still trying to
bronze
get used to
level.
watching my phone for first purchases. All right, we have this platter. We're gonna drop it down to $1. This is a really pretty one. These are great to like use around your house to put like candles on, any type of little display. I have platters everywhere in my house. That is up and going for $1. And Judy, that is going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank
I ran out of
you.
my pre-numbered tags. I'm gonna write some out here. All right. Let's do both of those together for $1. So a little copper piece and a cast iron piece. I'll turn it like this so you can see it. $1. I just don't want to put stuff away today, so we're getting rid of it.
Miss Michelle, I would like Tim's opinion on that.
And Wyoming Dawn, thank you so much. That is going to you.
Thank you.
I am sure.
All right. Last thing for $1, then we're going to go raid. Actually, I've got two things here. All right. Polish pottery, y'all. Polish pottery coffee mug. Can't get any better than that for $1. You're never going to get Polish pottery that cheap. Up and going. And it's clean on the inside. Like, it doesn't have like the spoon marks. Doesn't have those, so.
Well,
Thank
in
you
that
so
case,
much.
yeah, we all have our own collections.
And Jody, chat is heading your way. I went to grab the other vase that matches this. Jody, thank you.
On its way to you.
All right, almost about to raid. What? Y'all having a conversation. I'm not even paying attention. At least it. Oh, you're breaking his heart. Yes.
Ouch.
Did they know about your love of Star Wars? Did they? Okay. My husband is like the biggest Star Wars freak ever. Like, you want to talk about like Star Wars geeky? Okay, he says he's like middle. So that is just the most amazing thing you've ever said. I am like loving this. I'm going to take a picture of it. Oh, that's why you said it, because he said it. Okay. He didn't hear the whole conversation. I only had one of these. Well, I only showed one. I actually have two. I'm going to run them together so you get a pair. I'm going to do it for $2 because there's two items there. So $2, you get a matching set of these green vases, glass, no chips or cracks. They're in perfect condition. Up and going right now. They make a great little set there. And Southern Charm, those are going to you. Thank you so much. And I will remember to put the
Thank
creepy
you.
dolls in your box. I am happy to get those out of my house. All right. I think that's just about everything. We can run these last couple things here, and that is it. Oh, thank you so much, Extending Grace. All right, I'm going to put all three of these together because I don't have any more ironstone. All right, we have a Hans Christian Andersen plate, Snow Queen, an ironstone cup. This is the most mismatched little lot bundle ever here. Ironstone coffee cup and a Noritake Sunrise Sunset plate. If you're a reseller, you can resell those. I'm going to put them all together for $2 just because I do have to put some bubble wrap on those. And they are up and going. And I'm going to see who is on while we do that. All right, y'all. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. I love Monday mornings with you guys. Helps me start my week. We're going to go raid somebody. I'm trying to see who is on right now. We see Jody at East Coast Eclectic a lot. I'm trying to find somebody new who doesn't have a lot of people. How about, who is this? Vintage Lazy Hound Gang.
Thank you.
Monday Morning Minis. I don't know who this person is. We're going to make a new friend. Y'all have a great week. Come back to our chat show on Friday. See you then.
Thanks for joining us. Buckle up. See you next time